It's time to take a look at your money here on Good Morning Quad Cities. A new study by the Federal Reserve Bank says that credit card debt held by U.S. households has reached a record high, $1.08 trillion over the past year. Credit card debt has risen by $154 billion, and that's the largest annual increase in household credit card debt on record. And that dates back to 1999. So joining us is our financial expert, Mark Ravicheski, Quad Cities Investment Group. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday morning.
Good morning. Great to see you again.
Great to see you as well. That's a lot of credit card debt.
That is a tremendous amount of credit card debt.
How did we get here?
Well, remember, this very, very potent combination of high inflation, high interest rates has acted as a tremendous strain on U.S. households. It's literally forced consumers to pull money from their savings account, pull money from their retirement accounts, but also, David, to take on a lot more debt, especially credit card debt. Now, there's currently an all-time record high, $17.3 trillion of total household debt. Now, within that total household debt lies an all-time record high $1.08 trillion of credit card debt. The first time in history that credit card debt has breached that $1 trillion mark.
Wow.
Over the last 12 months, total credit card debt increased by 17%. Again, the largest annual increase in U.S. history. Currently, David, 190 million U.S. adults own at least one credit card. This represents, David, about 75% of all U.S. adults. Wow. The average number of credit cards owned is 3. I know some people own a lot more than 3, but again, on average.
Well, those stores push those charge cards, let me tell you.
Don't they? And for those who do own credit cards, the average credit card debt they currently hold about $5,300. And in total, Americans collectively own, David, a staggering 564.5 million credit cards.
That's a lot of credit cards.
That's a lot of credit cards.
It's also a lot of interest.
It is.
You know, we're had the rates at near 40-year highs.
Yeah.
So how is this impacting us?
Well, you know, as Americans are kind of finding out firsthand, as these interest rates rise, it makes it a lot more costly for households to literally take on any type of debt, whether it's credit card debt, whether it's auto loans, even home mortgages. Now, right now, David, the average interest rate on a new credit card is at an all-time record high 24.46%. Last year, look at this, interest charged on those open credit card balances, again, another record high, $105 billion. Likewise, last year, late fees charged. Surprise, surprise, another record high, $14.5 billion. Now, David, all of these right here have helped create what's called a persistent debt in about 10% of all U.S. credit card holders. And this means that the interest and fees you're charged each month exceeds the principal you're able to repay each month. So this leads to that runaway credit card balances that oftentimes people are simply unable to escape from.
Yikes, that is so scary to see these numbers. That's such a lot of money. But we're also going into a big spending time of year, holiday season. So what tips do you have for us?
You know, we got Halloween, we got Thanksgiving, and now we're officially in the holiday shopping season for Christmas and New Year's. Well, obviously, you know, try to stick within your budget. But look, I get it. It's the holiday season. People tend to, you know, get in the holiday spirit and festivities and tend to blow through their budget. But again, really, really try to stick to your budget. Now, if you are one of those Americans, and there's 190 million of them that carry some type of credit card balance, see if you can transfer that open credit card balance to a credit card that offers one of those promotional 0% interest rates for 12 months or so. This allows you to repay that or continue repaying that outstanding debt without having to be charged those increasingly high interest rates.
Yeah, goodness. Thank you so much, Mark. That is great tips from you today. And let's send it over for a look at what's coming up on GMA.